Greetings, salutations. I your host, Caesar Don, man. Can't talk the crew. What's up? There's a little portion of us, but we still here. We still around. Know what I mean? Here another day. We alive. Pipe is alive.
Yes.
I'm alive. How your doctor's appointment go? I know you was at one.
You know,
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On his body. He don't even know I know these things. You see that?
It was good, man. You know, I gotta watch my cholesterol. You know what I'm saying?
We're getting up there. We're getting up there.
So, I'm waiting for my pills so I can do my cholesterol. And I gotta go do the colon.
They got to stick their thing.
Every man gotta go through it, though. Every man gotta go through it.
Shit, my time is up. My
How
time,
old
man. I'm 45.
Oh yeah, your time.
Oh, my time is up.
How old you? Oh yeah, you got a little bit
He
time.
got some time.
You got a little time left.
Yeah, my time is up.
You got a
They
little
trying
time
to
left.
stick their hand in my ass real quick.
We all gotta get it done, though. We all gotta get it done. We want to,
Man,
if we want to live to see.
No, you're not gonna fucking stick your shit in my ass twice.
Man, listen.
One motherfucking time. Damn.
You might have to do it. I want to live past 75.
All right, man. Look.
And I hope the doctor doesn't fingers like you.
Man, I hope she feet.
It better be a fucking.
You got
Oh,
this
shit.
doctor gonna have fat fingers just like him. Like
That shit gonna have to be a fucking female, man. It can't be no guy sticking his hand in my ass. I don't know. No, he look. No, absolutely not. That's some bullshit. You see that shit right there? Double middle finger.
Yeah.
Just like that
yeah,
shit.
I know.
Alright, man. So look, man, we're gonna go ahead and get on into it. We're gonna start off today with Stephen A's list. Let's see what y'all agree
We're
with.
going right to Stephen A.
Oh, we're going right to Stephen A. This is at the top.
Right
Yeah, it's at
Stephen
the
A.
top of my page. So we're gonna knock it off. Alright, Pipe is where I'm saying it from.
5-1.
From 5 to 1. I'm
From
glad
5 to
you
1.
understand this how this thing goes out. Alright.
Okay.
At number 5, we got Bills. Bills, Bengals, Cowboys, Niners, Eagles. Bills, Bengals, Cowboys, Niners, Eagles.
Bills, Bengals, Cowboys,
Niners,
Eagles. Yeah,
5 to 1.
That's. I mean, it could be a little. I think the Eagles should be, at least 2. Probably number 1, really.
Eagles are number 1.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong
Niners
with
is number
it.
2.
Ain't
Cowboys
yeah.
is number 3. Bengals is 4. And Bills is 5.
Yep, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm looking at the teams, and if I have to, I'm actually all right with that. The only
right
other
with that.
person I can see taking out of this is maybe the Cowboys, considering that they fucking struggle with Texas, but Texas is a professional football team.
Yeah.
Regardless how you look at it. This ain't the college football, so they just ain't the straight to schedule. You know what I'm saying? So
the Eagles struggled with fucking Indy.
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Never wavered off the list. So.
No, they didn't. So
Every game ain't gonna be pretty as long as you find a way to win it.
Find a way to win. Right. Find a way to win. So, I ain't got nothing wrong with that list. I ain't got nothing wrong with that list.
yeah, I can't really feel. I
mean,
can't
the
really see.
Bengals. I mean, shit,
maybe the Bengals or the Cowboys.
The Bengals,
there,
I think they won the last 5-6 games.
The list is pretty solid.
Yeah, the
As he was saying, it's fluid.
solid.
I like Chiefs. I don't know, like
And
they're winning
they-
games, but
they
it's not no. I
No,
don't know.
they not-
It ain't
they
them
not-
Chiefs that you used to see.
right. So,
listen, the loss of Tyreek Hill.
right.
Cause now you ain't really got nobody to take the top off.
No.
So it's like
Double team
if you
Kelsey,
can
and
shut
you
down
good.
Kelsey, and
That's it. You got a subpar running game too. Come on, you got to run
then
running
like-
by committee and shit.
like all the other receivers maybe had a game here and there, but like
No,
you can't be like, oh man,
no.
they
Juju
ain't
ain't.
give it to
ain't.
Kelsey. Juju gonna do something. Or
Right.
Valdez Scantling wants to do something.
Nah. Nope.
They ain't
No.
doing nothing.
When they lost Hill, that was it. That was definitely it.
And it wasn't even the fact that he was so good. It's just you had to drop coverage so deep
Right.
to respect him. It left so much underneath open.
Open.
That's why Travis Kelce thrived so much.
Right.
You let fucking Hill take the top off,
You got
Kelsey
Kelsey in the
taking
middle.
that-
If Kelsey's not that second back, then you come with McKinnon and then everybody else they had. Yeah.
They ain't got nobody that's.
They ain't got nobody. No. No. So they beatable.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Stick with football. Can T.Y. Hilton give the Cowboys a push to the Super Bowl?
No. No.
I don't know. I think it's the kind of receiver they need right now to take out the pressure of CB Lamb, so he ain't always getting fucked up out there.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
they fucking him up out there. I don't know if you actually watch some Cowboy games,
But
they punch some hits down to him. Me personally, I don't think the receiver problem is the thing. I think
That.
I don't.
The run game. I mean, if Elliott ain't running, and if what's his name?
Pollard had a great game.
Pollard shit.
I do like what they got in the running game. I like the fact that McCarthy is finally running the ball this season.
Yes.
I think that is the difference with Dallas right now.
Right.
But I still have a question about with Dak though.
Question. Yeah, Dak is questionable. He wishy-washy.
Well, actually lead into one of my questions. I'm gonna go right into that after this. But I'm not quite sold on Dallas yet. I think if it comes down to them playing somebody like a San Fran,
yeah.
I'm talking about just in the West, just in the playoffs.
Yeah, San Fran, San Diego. Let me see, San Fran, San Diego, Seattle.
Win the Rams and go choke.
Yeah. Right
That's
now,
the
even though he do got one more game than Romo though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he got one more game, but you got to be win. You got to win. I mean, and when it comes to Dallas, the expectations is you of high of every season. You can't just talk about how good in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? You got to be good in the playoffs. You got to win some playoff games. You got to be able to push your team to that NFC Championship. And just right now, I don't know if Dallas can do it. But with that being said, to my next question, though, is Dak considered a top 5 QB? And if not, who's your top 5?
Oh, shit. My top 5 QB.
If Dak is not your top 5.
If Dak is not in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. My top 5 quarterback.
My top 5 quarterback right now, like as of right now,
As of right now.
I feel like Dak would be in my top 10. I just don't know about top 5.
Right.
I would have to put.
Mahomes is in there.
Yeah, I would have to put Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar, and maybe Herbert.
And Herbert.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be my 5.
Right.
With Dak being in my top 10, I wouldn't necessarily put him in my top 5.
Nah, he wouldn't be my top 5.
He'd probably be in my top 8.
Yeah, he could be in my top 8. I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Top 8, yeah. Especially
I can see
playoff
that.
teams that's in the playoffs. Because then you got Minnesotas and, you know.
I'm not sold on Cousins.
You ain't sold on Cousins?
Shout out to Adam Thielen. He had his first touchdown of the season. Lord have mercy. I didn't think he was going to touch the ball at all this season in the end zone. Adam Thielen.
Thielen, yeah.
I didn't think he was going to touch the end zone at all this season. And while we on the subject of touching the end zone, since we all agree that Dak is a top 10, but not top 5.
Right.
Let's talk about Baker Mayfield.
Oh, but shit. Baker Mayfield, top 20.
-5. Whatever the case may be, he got him a win. Flying in on a Monday, winning again on a Thursday is pretty big.
That is big. That is real big.
Listen,
But I was also explaining to Travis, it's easier.
If you watch the game, that was a very impressive 2-minute drill.
Right.
But like I was telling Travis the other day, I
That
was
was
like,
a
it's
statement game for
easier.
him because he had to do it because
Well, I mean, it's easy to
he
play.
didn't want to be washed up.
No, it's not even that. But it's easy to play for a coach that got confidence in you too.
Mm-hmm.
Because McVay has always been a Baker Mayfield fan, and then watching the interview and how he discussed that they had a 3-hour football talk on a plane on the way to the combine.
Right.
So he got a personal relationship with him, and he understands his football IQ. And sometimes it's easy to play with a motherfucker coach that understands you than a motherfucker that don't. And while we're on the subject of quarterbacks, I know this is not on here, but I had read this watching the Raiders game. I'm going to be a little less tougher on Kyrie for the simple reason that he's been in the league 9 seasons.
Yeah,
and
long
he's had
time.
6 different head coaches, 6 different systems he had to learn.
Right.
That is a lot. And coming from a quarterback, you not just have to understand the offense, but you have to understand what the defense is doing as well. You have to know where your O-line is going to be, where every person is going to be on that field. Your 11 and the opposite team's 11. So to fucking have to obtain a new coach's fucking regimen and playbook every fucking season, it's got to be fucking tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna lay back over there, Kyrie, when I seen that stat, and I looked into it and seen that he's been through that 6 seasons out of 9 years. That's just bananas.
Okay.
That's
I
tough.
give it to you, but that don't explain throwing horrible passes.
No,
Right.
that don't. No, that don't.
Right.
No, that
Like
don't.
when you got Devontae Adams burning this dude and you throw the ball fucking 5 yards short.
5 yards short.
Yeah, that's the mechanics thing. I give you that. I definitely give you that.
I was never.
But that's got to be crazy for any quarterback. You feel me? And I mean, he's definitely better than like an EJ Manuel that went through the same thing here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But EJ mechanics was horrible. Where, you know what I'm saying, Kyrie's going to give you a bad pass here and there. He's not going to give you the whole game like that.
Right.
But EJ was just, fundamentals was just all over the place. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm still an advocate of shit when you got 12 coaches and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you don't have a coach that's a development coach, especially with somebody like EJ, then you basically set them up for failure.
Right.
All right, let's go. Is the Nets the biggest threat to the Celtics Bucks?
Is the Nets the biggest threat
To
to
the
who?
Celtics and the Bucks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got some teams out there that I think.
Like, what's Miami doing? I mean,
Miami ain't really doing that. I mean,
nothing.
you know, Miami
What's
doing
the
that.
Knicks looking like?
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I had to realize that shit was my man. You always gotta be.
What's the Knicks doing? I mean, I ain't watched basketball yet.
Philly is balling.
Philly, yeah, I like
Fucking
Philly.
Embiid dropped another 50.
Yeah. I
Right.
just, my thing is, I got my issues with Philly. I ain't a believer in Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
What height are you gonna get? You got Maxey and Tobias Harris haven't been as consistent as he used to be. So that's my only problem with those boys going forward. What height are you gonna get? You feel me? Because if he's on your team, he gotta perform. He's gonna start. He's gonna be the starter. That's shooting guard. What height are you gonna get? I like the young boy Maxey, the point
Right.
guard. I think it's the second year, third year.
Right.
He's nice. I give it to him. You feel me? And they got some people around him. I just, the big process, believe in the process. I'm not an Embiid fan myself.
No,
I ain't taking enough from. I'm not taking enough from his
He
skills.
ain't, you're right.
Nah, I mean,
Right.
because he do got
He ain't
to be in
a
the
true
NBA.
big man.
I ain't in the NBA, so I gotta respect everybody that is.
You know
what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, I'm not an NBA fan. You feel me? Honestly, the team in the East that I think people are really sleeping on
Who's that?
is Washington.
Washington?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think that in Cleveland.
And I see
Cleveland got a front court that is balling.
Yeah, I see Cleveland.
That shooting guard, the point guard combination with the averaging the points and assists and rebounds, that's going to be tough come playoffs. So, I believe right now, if the playoffs was to start, I think the Celtics would be the better team in the East right now.
Right.
You got 2 players in fucking.
I don't know. They lost 2 straight.
They lost 2 straight. They lost to a healthy Clippers, which I actually had
Right.
here. But once again, a healthy Clippers,
They
a healthy
lost,
Kawhi,
yeah.
and a healthy Paul George with the weapons that they got is going to be dangerous. Regardless. And Kawhi bitch hasn't started playing games. Because I've been watching a lot of stuff about Kawhi and the way he's been moving through this motherfucking career. Like, wow. Outside looking in, you wouldn't even notice these things unless somebody bring it to your light. Like, his bitch ass got a ball. I ain't gonna fucking hold him to these higher standards than anybody else that I'll fucking do like a Ben Simmons that haven't really shown me nothing. You feel me? I don't give a fuck if you got to stick a deal with New Balance or how many championships you play. You are only as good as the games you play, sir.
Right.
You feel me? And then learning the truth about why he really wanted out in San Antonio, that it was over a quad injury, that the coaching staff and players felt that he was faking to get out of there. So he sat out the whole 2017 season because of it. I'm like, wow. I mean, if Pop gonna come on like, yeah, I think this is motherfucking lying, it's a possibility you might be lying. I mean, I just see Popovich as a stand-up coach, and he ain't gonna bullshit you when it comes to injuries because he's had too many players on his team that played through him. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Now,
maybe he just didn't. Maybe he was hurting. It was to the point where Pop just thought, like, yeah, this is some shit you can play through.
like you acting like a little bitch right now.
Right.
You know, that's how players is. They don't like to play through shit. They be like, nah, I gotta think about my long term. I ain't playing on this.
Shout out to New Balance and playing on the perpetuation of Kyrie leaving Nike. Shout out to New Balance for snatching them up. That might be really good for y'all. Because Kawhi wasn't it. I like the claw. I don't know about the sneaker, but now that y'all back Kawhi, y'all might be all right.
Okay.
Kawhi might have just brought y'all back to life.
Kyrie.
I mean, yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie might have brought his boys back to life. That's a fact. Big ups to them. So, with that being said, can a healthy Clippers win the West?
Could the healthy Clippers win the West? Yes, they can. If they're healthy, you know.
Yeah, I would say they're healthy. I'd say they
healthy,
can because
yeah.
Paul George and Kawhi both play defense.
they play defense though,
And that's the difference to me. It ain't they scoring, they rebound, all that. They both play deep.
right.
And that shooting guard, small forward, the two positions that really do the majority of the scoring in the NBA.
Yep.
If you can lock those positions now, they'll be tough.
Yes, they would.
They'll definitely be tough to beat. I would just say that if Klay Thompson to get his head out his ass and get out of this motherfucking LeBron James syndrome that he's going through right now,
Right.
and I know you're probably wondering what that is, but if you remember the scrutiny that LeBron took when he said he was taking his talents to South Beach, and how he even said that all the scrutiny affected his game, is what's happening to Klay Thompson right now. You need to get these fucking media and these fucking fans out of his fucking head and go out there and play like we know the fuck you can.
Right.
You are a part of the Splash Brothers. You are a part of NBA history. Get that shit out your fucking head.
Yeah.
Get the mojo out your head and get that shit popping.
Get that shit popping.
To me, the only thing I think that's affecting him is he's considering everybody else's words bringing in. And I understand that some people just take people's words into consideration. You feel me? For me, it's only certain people important to my life that I would even worry about what they think or what they thought or their opinion or something. Outside of that, I wouldn't give a fuck what somebody else would say. But that's just me. Right. Worry about your team. Come on, man. Come on, you got 4 championships, man.
Yeah, but maybe
Quick, too. They got quick, too.
Klay needs to get up out of there though.
No, I don't think you need to get out there. I just think you need to say. No, I don't think. Nah, hell no. You don't break up that combination like you didn't break up the Solani brothers when they played. You feel me? You just don't do that. You just don't do that.
Yeah,
you got to keep that combination.
Brothers, yeah,
right, you got to keep that combination together,
They
man.
need that because a lot of times it's like, if Steph not going off, damn, all right, Klay.
Right, and then Draymond Green and
Steph.
And they got Wiseman and a big shout out to fucking what's my man name? Wiggins. Because he revamped his whole career going to Golden State.
When Golden State,
but the one thing that he is in Golden State that he hasn't been through his whole career is healthy. And that makes a difference. The Andrew Wiggins we've been seeing, he was going up his rookie and sophomore year, but then once those injuries started clicking in, that's when he started declining. But now the motherfucker's 100% healthy, and you can see he's been working on his game because that outside shot, he didn't have that in Minnesota and so on and so forth. He got that shit to go to state. He put in the work.
Right, because when he was in Minnesota, he had.
I mean, he knew that all I gotta do is be in the right spot, and I'm gonna get that ball.
You on a team that can spread the fucking floor.
Right,
You know,
right.
Steph and fucking Klay.
Right.
All the fucking attention.
And Draymond gonna get you the ball. Like he might not gonna do scoring for you, but one thing you know he gonna do, he gonna play D. He gonna pass that fucking ball to the right person.
He gonna get you some boards.
Right, he gonna get you some boards. You feel me?
And I don't care what people say about him. He like the motherfucking. He the energy and the fucking heart.
That's a fact.
He's the heart of that team.
That's a fact. Without Draymond, I don't know how good it would be. You feel me? With him being on their ass and making sure they get in the right positions, all that shit. Like, I fuck with Draymond. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish he would get back to that 15-15 he was at Michigan State.
Right.
But since we can't get that, I do like what the fuck he's doing. I mean, to make sure that, man, he gets to the top of the key, and he's not a point guard. If you watch the game, he gets to the top of the key, and he's managing the game. He's making sure he's setting the screens, and making sure the ball's in Klay and everybody's hands that needs to be. He's a facilitator. And I mean, look. With the squad that he's on, that's all he really can ask for.
Point forward.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And he can play all 5 positions with the height, because I see them muscle some big guys down there. You know what I mean? He just
Right.
It's funny how people like LeBron and Carmelo and Draymond, all these motherfuckers, like quote unquote consider the old heads now. To be honest, because the NBA is filled with young niggas, young vibrant, fly niggas too, man.
It's like, don't get me wrong, these niggas ain't old at all.
No, they not old.
Sports age is regular today.
Right, it's like dog years, right?
You get in your 30s and
you consider old, yeah. The motherfucker, like I was watching something.
You in your 40s and all.
I'm watching something about, I think it was about Lamar. I think it might have been about Lamar Jackson or somebody, some quarterback or something, and they was like, oh, he's 28, 29, you know he's getting old. Like, damn, the nigga's still in his 20s.
He's still in his 20s.
But the fact that he pictured 30, he's getting old, like, damn.
22-year-olds.
Right.
That shit
13
crazy.
seasons. 13 seasons.
Think about LeBron is what, 35, 36, something like that. How many?
Right.
He been in the NBA did it 20 years or so.
Right.
If you think about it.
Right. 13 seasons and he only 29
Yo,
years old.
Listen, you want to get a crazy thing while you're on the subject of LeBron and Carmelo?
And they call him old.
How lethargic was that you and Carmelo played against each other in the big game, and then the Suns want to play against each other in the big games? I thought that was pretty cool. LeBron wound up having 12 with 12. I forgot what they said Carmelo and them did.
I heard his other son though.
Yeah.
His younger son. Yeah, they said that boy nasty. I still haven't seen him play yet. He's the one, He's the one that said that really got the gift. Even though Brownie is not doodle though. He's nice, but they say that he's that one. And then they had the game before that. It was Penny Hardaway and Scottie Pippen's son going against each other. I think that's pretty cool too. I mean, the NBA stars got their kids in here balling. I know there's a bunch of young people in NFL. And I semi-watch college football, but I don't watch much college basketball. So when I watch college basketball, I see these young motherfuckers flying all over the place. I mean, dunking and this Chad Cunningham dude that's down for the Pistons is down for the season. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how sweet he was until he got hurt. And they started showing us highlights of how much he could. I'm like, who the fuck is he? This little motherfucker is sweet.
Right.
I be getting. I watch so much like NBA and the game is drastically different.
Always drastically different.
So it's like, it's so much slower. It's like
the college sports is faster. I don't give a fuck. Football, basketball, hockey, college football, college sports is faster. And I mean, slower. I mean, it's just when you get to the pressure, everything is faster.
Quick the fuck up, like you were watching this, and sometimes it just be fucking such sloppy basketball. Like niggas be trying to do too much, like. Dude, if you don't fucking pass the ball, you done dribble through the whole motherfucking zone.
That shit crazy though. But the NBA definitely full of these young stars.
It is full of a lot of young ones.
They is balling too. They balling.
I mean, out of all the young ones that I like, I mean, John Morant is my favorite right now.
I like him.
He's my favorite young.
It's just my thing is him is he got that Westbrook syndrome, and what I mean by that is he plays so physical, so hard that he needs to start taking a little more jump shots. Mm-hmm. But it's one of the same shit though.
That's the one thing I really like. He don't have enough confidence in his jump shot.
I was gonna say, but I will say this in the same sense though. The NBA is not like when we was growing up.
No,
he might be able to survive a little bit because you really can't touch a motherfucker now.
Right.
Know what I mean? So
right.
Right. Back in that Bruce days, people had to get that pull up the Rosen jumper.
Right. He'd be getting up off the floor.
Right.
They was talking about like what players they think they could have fucking survived in that. It was like Draymond,
yeah.
I know they said Westbrook.
Yeah.
Westbrook,
listen. Durant. I think Durant would have.
They said Durant because he was like Durant.
Nobody would have been able to stop him. The only way you would have to beat him up is physically out there because he could have not even had to go. He could score 40 points. Not even going to the rack. So you would have
in that era, he might have been a 2 guy. You could have put him in 2.
Yeah, you could have put a 2 guy. He would have been killing the league. You would have to physically
7 foot 2 guy.
Yeah, you would physically have to fuck him up.
Right.
Nah, I mean,
definitely. You would have to fuck him up. Reggie Miller.
Yeah, you would have to fuck him up to really stop him from scoring.
Right.
That would be the only way. But still,
how would you even fuck him up? Because he ain't got to get down in the paint.
No,
I can keep everything from the elbow up.
All right, he ain't got to put his back to you or nothing. He can just face you up and
just shoot over.
Right, the height of his jump is your jump.
Right.
Before you even get to the height of his. Now we talk about wingspan. Ain't gonna be and you gotta think too. Another thing too, motherfuckers wasn't as big and tall and strong as they was back then. Than they are now.
Not link. I mean,
Right.
Like these kids, I said these kids are bigger, stronger, taller than they were back then.
Everybody look at.
I mean, the average point guard back then was only like 6'3".
Yeah, like
maybe shorter.
Right.
Michael Jordan was MJ was only 6'6". He wasn't tall.
Right, he was only 6'6".
And he was a big nigga.
And he was, and now you got
And
these
they was
motherfucking
considered-
point
yeah,
guards.
yeah.
Look at Doncic. He a point guard, even though I mean, if they had a better point guard, I'm quite sure
And
he
he don't-
would play
listen.
point guard. But
He ain't that great, but come on, fucking.
shit, look, Ben Simmons
Right,
is
that's
a,
what I'm talking about. But he's like 6'10".
that is 7-foot point guard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking Anthony Davis before he got into college, he was a tall ass point
He
guard.
was a tall ass point
It's just,
guard.
you know what I mean? It happens. You feel me? It wasn't. I'm watching stuff like I watch Twice as Nice. I watch this little thing about David Stoudemire. I watch this other thing about what's other Eric Snow.
Eric Snow,
and the
yeah.
average these are all point guards I'm naming. None of them was over 6'6".
Right, and
You feel me?
Guards were short. Like,
Man, listen,
come on.
Allen
He was
Iverson was 6 foot. He was only
Yeah.
looked smaller toward everybody because there was only a couple inches higher than him. That's it.
like, the other guy 6'2", 6'3". That was usually
Right. Before I continue on the sports side, is the reason why I wanted you guys to watch Twice as Nice was how they did the quarterback back then compared to now. And watching that made me understand why he didn't join the draft, the NBA, the NFL draft. Because he didn't want to become something other than a quarterback.
Who's
And I
that?
can respect that. Charlie Ward.
I guarantee. First
Because-
thing you
because-
want to do is make you a receiver.
Right, or a running back, or a fucking kick returner back in those days. The reason why Warwick Dunn survived and put little running backs on because he put in so much work in Florida State. Well, I didn't know he played with Charlie Ward. I didn't know Charlie Ward played with Derrick Brooks. He played the fucking Warwick Dunn.
Warwick
He played with Matt
Dunn,
Fuller. Then in college, I had no idea that he played with Sam Cassell. They won a championship together.
Yeah.
But I have brought
Yeah.
up to say that he was 6 foot as a quarterback, maybe slightly shorter. Back then, that was frowned upon. But here it is 2020. It's like 6 quarterbacks his height.
Because
Right,
you know
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know
He
why?
was Michael Vick before Michael Vick.
Right.
And that's real talk.
Back then, they wasn't thinking about no fucking rolling podcasts, this, that, and the third. It was pretty much straight drop back and pass
Right,
the ball.
right.
Guess what? You're too short. You can't see over your line.
Right.
Okay.
That's
And
it.
you want to
That
hear,
was the
and
basic
you know
principle.
what they
can't see
did,
over
and you
your
know
line.
what it did for him? As athletic as he was and all that shit, he still was an interception machine. They figured this shit out in a game where they ran a 2-minute drill, no huddle, and he was in a shotgun. And the motherfucker went from like 17 out of 17 to score a touchdown in this 2-minute drill, being in shotgun, no huddle. So what they did is the very next year, where he had a full season start, their whole season was shotgun, no huddle. They outscored motherfucking teams in 7 games. You ready for this? 228 to 10. In 7 games, they outscored their opponents
Yeah.
228 to 10 in 7 games. Let that register for a minute.
I feel you.
That's
Yo,
fucking bananas.
that's
I don't give a
bananas.
fuck who you playing. You feel me?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say what that was. That fucking no huddle is a
Shotgun.
fucking defense's worst nightmare.
And he no huddle
And
in
it's
shotgun.
shotgun, so it's
And
like
a shotgun.
the defensive line. Y'all gotta run so far to actually get him.
Right.
Yo, DBs.
And
listen, it's as a DB myself, it is a lot to chase a motherfucker all around the field and then have to line right back up and chase this motherfucker around the field. Like you gonna get
And
tired.
they
as soon as you get
running
tired,
out
you
the backfield and everything. But the most impressive thing about that team, like Charlie Ward said, wasn't even that fucking offense. It was that defense was
Yeah.
fucking
And that was
Yeah.
my second point.
bananas.
That's my second point.
Yeah.
So now
Yep.
you ran that defense up and down the field. Your offense go on the field 3 and out. Guess what? Defense back on the field. We already tired as fucking these motherfuckers still running no huddle.
They're still running no huddle the whole fucking game. But
Like, your defense
it's
is
it's a testament to a coach understanding his quarterback's strengths and playing a system for that quarterback.
Right.
He even said, like, look, if we keep having Charlie pass the ball, he won't win the Heisman. Because once they incorporated that motherfucking shotgun as a little quarterback, now you can see the whole field. He wasn't even running once they started the shotgun in the mall joint because he's seen everybody. Now he diming everybody.
Right.
The coach for Florida State, though, what's his name? I think it was, I forgot, Bowen or something.
Bowles.
Bowles, yeah.
Bowles. I know he's
but the motherfucker said, look, if he don't start running the ball, he won't win the Heisman. So they told Charlie, look, after you look at your first and second progression, if it ain't nothing there but that third, take off.
Deion Sanders was from there too, right?
Yeah, he came the year after Deion.
He came the
years after Deion, right. Yeah. This is the Derrick Brooks era.
The Derrick Brooks era, yeah.
So they defense was already off the fucking chain. You know what I'm saying? Chris McAllister, those boys, like they had squad on that defense. So to score all those motherfucking points, and then they was like, that's ill shit. In a time where the U was the biggest name in Florida as for football at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one that was able to make Florida State irrelevant in football and basketball, especially basketball, where Florida State was not even heard of.
Right.
He won a Heisman and national championship. I think that's fucking cool. The only motherfucker player to do it.
He was the only college
player to do it. Right. And at the time, everybody was screaming. And the crazy part is, at the time, everybody was screaming Bo Jackson. And Bo Jackson. I'm gonna get to my point real quick. Everybody was screaming Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders because they played two sports. But you got to think about something being in collegiate sports. You play football and basketball, not football and baseball. Those two sports don't overlap.
Nah.
Football and basketball overlap. They would say there was times where you had to leave football practice to go right to basketball practice. And back then, you had to keep a high grade to even play sports.
Yeah.
So now you're playing both sports at the level he was playing and keeping a grade level. That's a mean fucking thing.
Student athletes.
Think about that for a minute. Like, this ain't this professional shit. Deanna Bowl,
right.
They was in the league already.
Yeah,
this is professional. You can do that. It's football and baseball. But you playing basketball and football. Two sports we both know that overlap each other. And if you're a star athlete, you got to be at both practices.
Right. Yeah,
come on, man. And keep a grade level to play that shit. And you got to put in the work.
This motherfucking college, like,
right.
motherfuckers in that pro, that you get drafted high enough, you're going to play because they invested so much fucking money in you. Mm-hmm. You don't put in the work in college, and you're going to sit the fuck on the pine.
You sit on the fucking pine. And let's just keep it real. You're a black quarterback, a short black quarterback.
Right.
And you know what they
chip stacked against you
already. You already know what the fuck they thought about us, especially back then.
As quarterbacks, period.
As quarterbacks, period. With number runners. You feel me?
That's smart enough to understand.
Right. That
what was the name of it again?
It's called Twice as Nice.
Twice as Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I remember them years.
Yeah, man.
Because I do watch college football.
Just go down the list.
I love
college football, man.
That 30 for 30 is a mean thing. I started watching
all of them.
Yo, I just realized too that Ric Flair's the only wrestler they got on the 30 for 30. They got a new one right now. It's called Jeanette Lee Versus. Now, if we all know who Jeanette Lee is, Jeanette Lee is the pool player. They call her the Black Widow. She's a fucking monster.
Right,
she was so sweet that they took her out of They took her out of the girls' division and put her in the men's division because the women competition just was not. Once she beat that one white chick with the short hair, I can't think of her name right now, and she was like one of the elite motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Jeanette Lee took the fuck off.
Right,
all right, but we're going to stick back to these sports questions. And the next one, should the other 49er quarterbacks be worried about Brock Purdy?
Fucking yes.
Wait, Brock Purdy, ain't that Mr.
Relevant?
Yeah, they need to be worried about him. Yeah, Niners might gotta go. Fuck Trey Lance.
I'm not going to say like it's like... You can look at a quarterback and watch him and see if it's just like, oh, he just getting lucky today, or if it's he assesses the game so quick to be able to be like, boom, man, he got escapability. He might not be your fastest runner, but he know how to escape, evade, and continue to fucking play.
Right,
and then find the open man.
Right at the muscle, you can see his football IQ.
Right.
The moment he said height, for the first time he touched that ball. When Jimmy G went out, you could always see his football IQ.
And honestly,
that's yes. I don't care about athleticism. Right. If you got a high football IQ, you know where to put the ball. You could be a statue in
the fucking pocket.
Look at Brady. Right. Look at Brady. And I forgot the game that he smacked Brady. They put the two comparisons on the joint at the combine. Both of them had the same shit that nobody give a fuck to look at. But he wound up getting drafted late. Right. Now they was like, we're not trying to make the comparison to him to Brady. We're just showing you that the athleticism during the combine had motherfuckers looking like, You know what I'm saying? But the 49ers said, look, we like his football IQ.
That's why
He got good football
and the thing
IQ.
about,
I just
I
think.
hate the fucking combine because those really don't assess a player's stuff because it's all about technique
That's
with
right.
running those drills.
He needs to wait.
You got a bud?
So I can put it in my bowl.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? It's all about technique. Like, you fuck around and have a bad technique on your 40, that could cost you a whole fucking full second.
That's a fact.
And you could be a 4-something guy, a 4-2 guy, and run a 4-8 or something because you
That's a
fucked up
fact.
the technique.
That's
Right.
a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I don't even really pay attention to that myself. I like to assess the
But they
quarterback
should be
through
worried, and
football
I'm going to tell
IQ.
you why. Who should be worried the most? Like, who knows what Garoppolo like? They
Yeah,
probably
Jimmy
don't
G.
have
Jimmy
but
G.
Yeah, right,
Trey
yeah.
Lance should be worried because
Yeah, because they put
His-
all that risk.
for him to sit on the bench and already know this offense and watched all last year, his progression through the plays is still so fucking slow.
I will say
And
that.
I would think it'll be totally unfair if they go into next season and don't let the two of them fucking battle.
Have a QB battle. I mean, look, it happens. It happens. And may the best quarterback win.
If Purdy continues to play like he playing,
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
he deserves a chance to
You
win
don't-
that
you don't wanna-
starting
you don't
job.
wanna
That's
wind
what's
up-
best for your fucking team.
Right.
And you don't want to
Somebody
wind
win
up.
game.
Right.
And you don't want to wind up like the
But-
fucking Chicago Bears. They still got that curse on them. We ain't gonna get into
Yeah,
that.
but-
I feel like they
Fields-
cursed them
Fields
that.
is-
Like sometimes you draft a motherfucker and it don't work out.
Nah, well, no. What
Or
I'm
you
saying,
find somebody better. Like,
what I say is Chicago is cursed because now they still can't get that quarterback situation right. But I think it started when they did that shit with Rex Grossman and Kyle Orton. Ever since then, they have not been able to get it right.
Right.
You don't want that mojo on your team. You think of it like this: they did that shit with Kyle Orton and Rex Grossman, but then we gonna go to when Seattle had the 7-9, right? The season they had 7-9. The very next season they fucking paid Matt Flynn all that motherfucking money, but they wound up starting fucking Russell Wilson and Matt Flynn. You won't even hear from him anymore. But they did the right thing. He looked better. He looked better in practice. We gonna go with the rookie. You feel me? Fuck that. You go with what's best for your team. It's unfortunate that you broke your leg. It's unfortunate. But
Right.
we gonna
But
have this
listen,
quarterback.
listen,
We gonna have this
I'm
quarterback challenge.
right. And it ain't even about like, oh, because you didn't play. You didn't play. He got a chance to show what he can do.
But then
We got tape on you.
Right.
We got tape on him.
But
Right.
then,
Right.
right, but
Tape
they ain't
don't-
really
like
got no
what-
tape on what's the name yet?
On what?
Oh,
On the Niners quarterback now.
Purdy.
No, but I'm saying at
Oh,
the,
Trey,
end,
Purdy.
Purdy.
Well, the more
at the
games,
end of the season, he's gonna have tape.
yeah, the
So
more
I'm talking
he
about
played,
on
the
the
more.
off season.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
The more he
coaching
played, the
staff,
more
I
yeah.
got tape on y'all. Like,
The more he played, the
tape
more
don't lie.
the more he played, the more tape they gonna have.
Right.
I mean, I'm quite sure the next time they play, everybody looking at his attributes to this play like,
Right. And
this
they gonna try to adjust to him.
Right, but as a team, you try to adjust to every quarterback you play against. You feel me? They can say, and the good thing, like, yeah, they got filming, but two, they don't have much. They gonna go by the couple games he played.
And like, come on, you coming from a third string quarterback
A third
Right.
string.
that has
The
such a
200.
grasp.
What is that? 255th pick.
Bro, he got such a grasp on that offense. And know
Or is it
where
a
his
three?
people are gonna
Is it
be.
three?
His ball placement is fucking
Right,
crazy.
right.
Like the shit he threw down to McCaffrey to end the half. McCaffrey to end the half. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then like I told you, his escapability. I told you that one play when he died, hit that motherfucker with the fake, and then found Debo or somebody open.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't take it no more because you torching. They was torching my man Brady, man. I ain't like this shit. I had to change the channel, but I was really impressed with Sam Brady. Yeah, I ain't like that shit. Got my man out there. They was fucking
said
around.
he turned the
And I
channel.
was like, you know what I'm saying? Without even getting into this shit no more, it's not all Brady's fault. Like, yeah, it's a couple
It's really
passes.
not.
There's a couple passes that he could have made.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, or he fucked up out
Who's
there.
calling that?
Right.
But who?
That's Byron Leftwich calling that shit.
Yes, that offense calling
Horrible.
is horrible, and that defense needs to step the fuck
Listen,
up. Like,
your
understand?
O-line is trash.
Right.
Your receivers can't fucking get open.
Right. And if the motherfucking front seven don't get to the fucking quarterback, that secondary ain't doing shit without Winfield Jr. and what's the name? I don't know what the fuck going on out there, but that shit ain't cool. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the whole team suck. It's just that as a quarterback,
You
it
gonna
always
take-
fall on you. And you Brady, you a great one. So you gotta be some kind of scrutiny, nigga.
Right.
You can't be great all your motherfucking life. You feel me?
Like, but it's just crazy. You think Brady would say something like, "Yo, this play calling ain't it." Like, I literally watched them run the same fucking play 2 times in a row.
Yo.
That fucking receiver screen.
It's the same shit that fucking Matt Jones be getting at Patricia about.
Yeah.
And even though the offense didn't look good against Arizona, it looked better than the previous week.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's a working process. Yeah, we won, but that was strictly
I ain't watched
defense.
the game, man.
No, that was strictly defense. That defense balled out of control, but our defense has never been a problem. We're still a top 5 defense now, even though we play so poorly.
Because
Our defense-
Judon is
Shit, we're the
Judon's
first
the
team.
shit
We're
right
the
now.
first team in the first team this year that had 2 defensive linemen with double-digit sacks. You know what I'm saying? The defense is balling. All those fucking Joneses we got on our team,
Right.
they all balling. Shout out to the 2 rookie running backs that came in and filled the spots yesterday for our hurting running backs. First of all, Paige, I got a question. So do y'all go out there? Y'all look for players that all got the same last names? Because you got like 5 Joneses, you got like 3 Harrises. Like I thought the Harris that was in yesterday was Damian Harris. Is that his name?
Right.
But no, it wasn't. It was another running back here, rookie. His last name Harris. Like what is happening? But they got like 5 Joneses on their team. But I say that. But with that being said, talking about the Pats right now, can the Pats make the playoffs at the 7th spot? I'm a Pats fan, and
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think
what
so.
the rest of your schedule is.
I don't know what the rest of our schedule is.
I know y'all got to play us
I think the
one
New
time,
England
and
still
that's
got to
that's
play
week
Miami.
17.
They
That's
still got to play Buffalo.
That's the last
But
game of the
that
season.
game, like,
That game,
you know, we're gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that game might be very important for y'all.
Right.
Which
But
one?
shit, look, y'all too, because
Our game is very
It
important
could
against
pro-
Miami.
But
And
y'all need-
depending on where we at
y'all got
after
to win
these
this
next 2
year.
weeks, depend on like, because we could seal some shit up. Like, we could seal that #1 seed up in the next 2 weeks.
Who y'all playing next week, you know?
We play
play Miami
We
this
play
Saturday.
Miami
Here or
Saturday and
Miami?
the Bears,
Here.
and then the Bears.
Play the Bears, man?
Yeah, we play Bears. Then we come. Then we
And then
got.
we got
Then we got Cincinnati.
Oh, so we
We
got.
play y'all. We played us
Cincinnati
last year
New
this
England.
season.
I
Cincinnati,
didn't know we
New
had
England.
Cincinnati. I mean, I didn't know we had. I thought we had Cincinnati.
No, Cincinnati's a Monday nighter, and we got to go to them. We got to go to
That's gonna be
Cincinnati.
tough. We got to get White back.
We got white.
We got
I got
White back.
Or
Yeah.
is Miller that's done for the season?
Is Miller done for the season? But they didn't sign
Milano is back.
Milano playing.
And I'm happy, yo.
They brought somebody back on defense, and they just signed what's the
They
name?
bought Kobe.
And they say Beasley back.
They got about a retirement.
Yeah, because we need right now I think Gay,
Yeah, get to the Bucks. He like,
we need a number 2, man. We need another 2 receiver.
Team fucking sucks.
We just need somebody else because right now our boys is hurt.
Like, yo, Bees, you wanna? Hell yeah, y'all niggas is.
That's funny as hell.
Because what Elam, the receiver, he still hurt. McKenzie is so.
Gabe Davis got to stop trying
Gabe
to pass.
Davis is just dropping passes. You know he's supposed to be our number 2, but he dropping
He's
shit.
definitely dropping shit.
And yo, and it's
And-
crazy because
and then-
Josh be dotting them shit.
Right,
He
but
said-
I just think we need to throw the digs more.
Well, I throw the digs to a right amount of times without him strictly being focused on digs. You got 11 motherfuckers on that field. You don't want the defense to home in on one
Yeah,
receiver.
but listen,
Right.
You know
we're
what I
gonna
mean?
be good if the running game keep progressing like it is, because
I
I just feel like
honestly, I really wish I wish the Bills would have got Ty. I think Bills would have been nice with Ty. I think it would have been a good fit for the Bills.
yeah.
To be honest, you keep Davis where you at, put Ty right in that slot.
Yeah.
Get McKenzie out of there. I like McKenzie, but he
Yeah.
drop a lot of fucking passes
He
to
do.
get on my fucking nerves.
He do.
But McKenzie's an athlete though. Because
Right.
once that ball get in his hands, watch the fuck out. You know what I mean? He
can
does.
get-
Yeah.
he can get busy.
He can turn the 5 yard to 15, 20 real quick. So you know what I mean?
But he been coming on more late than fucking Gabe Davis.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. That's why I
yes,
brought
he
him up.
has.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has. He definitely
he
has.
They got to get that shit.
Right.
And get fucking Dawson Knox involved more. Like, he ain't touched the ball really.
Not
at
re-
all this
no.
season.
Speaking of tight
and
end.
I thought he would because, man.
Speaking of tight ends, and I thought about you about you late in the game last night because my sleeping habits has been all fucked up these last couple of days. I fucked around. If you know me, you know I got sleep back there. You know I don't sleep much anyway. But you especially know this. I fucked around, and me and Jessica smoked some shit that was $25 a gram. I fell asleep like 8:30 Sunday night. I woke up at like 1. It was up the whole fucking day. Last night, thought I was gonna go to sleep. I went to sleep for 2 motherfucking hours. I woke up right the fuck awake like nothing fucking happened. And now everybody else sleep. I'm up fucking playing again. Then I go to sleep right before the podcast. I thought, like, okay, I look at the time. I'm like, I'm about to take the longest fucking nap ever. I go to sleep. I wake up like, yes. I know I took a long ass nap. I look at the clock like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Right.
The fuck is happening? Fucking sleep is all fucked up. I hate it. But
I can't sleep at night neither, man.
this is why I was thinking about getting a motherfucker. What gym you go to? I was thinking about getting one of those joints that be open on a late night.
That's what I like.
A late night gym?
I need
Yeah,
a
'cause look-
24-hour joint.
Cause look,
Planet
sometimes
Fitness used to be 24, and then after COVID, when they opened back up, they closed.
Right.
yeah, cause look, sometimes sometimes I work
That's my
and I
thing.
get
Like
my second
work,
battery.
but like
and I gotta go-
sometimes I need to work out. I want to work out at like 2 in the morning. Like,
Yeah, cause look, sometimes I'll be on that second battery when I get home, and I'm like, man, I'm still fucking like I could have still worked another 3 hours.
Right.
Cause I had to tap into that second battery to get the fuck out of there, but. Shit, when I had to tap into that motherfucker, it's hard to come down off that bitch.
See,
Like I
that's
took a
what
bunch of
people don't
no
know. That's what fucked me up, because like always having to work nights, people don't realize like you can be tired as hell at work, but like
Yeah,
your
man.
motherfucking body still be
Yeah,
doing
if
so
both-
much when you
if your
fucking
body
get
and
home,
brain-
it's hard to shut that shit
Yeah,
down.
if your mind and body is not in sync to go to sleep, it's not
Like,
gonna happen.
This is my.
Nah.
This is
Your
what
body
I,
can be tired, but your mind's still
This
going.
is what I would
Right.
normally do to do that. Like I smoke a blunt and I play the game until my fucking eyes get tired.
Yeah, I remember
Having
them
to
days.
focus
I
on
used
that,
to do them days.
and now your brain is trying
Right,
to keep up with
right.
shit. So
I
it's
do
like,
them days.
that game will make you fucking tired.
Right.
Like, alright, I'm done. Like, I'm about to go to bed.
I done fucked around and fucking bought the Splinter Cell Conviction.
You did?
Oh hell yeah! But the one here's the funniest part, because we did it under Atomic Caesar. Everything I did here is on that game over there. Because even when I put it on, it's like, you've been playing this game with 2 different systems. Would you like to continue this one or the next one? I'm like, or the latest. I'm like, what do you mean? I haven't played this. I said, oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
When we
So-
play here, you're right.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
so look, no, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I
you
haven't
did.
even no, I said that I creamed my man on basketball.
Oh.
I haven't even
I've been
fucking
trying to
played
get
the
this
basketball.
motherfucker to get his shit so we can motherfucking go play at the park together.
Yeah, I done fucked around to play that Splinter Cell. That's why the fuck I've been playing.
Right.
I mean, you know that shit. That's my shit. But look,
I
what
got
that's
that
what I
motherfucker
said,
off a fight
man.
night.
right? No, I'm fucking around to play something else, right? But I'm gonna get to you, right? Because yeah, I gotta get to that. We'll be right back. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. It'll be real short, but we'll be right back at you. Peace.
The weed is good.
He said that way. Uh-oh, what? My pants died on the nigga? Uh-oh, we still recording. This shit is not stopping. They like, no.